Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers as we come to you from Buddy's Bar and Grill, and they're going to be our home all year here in 2015. I'm Alan Waddell and joined as always by the head baseball coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Matt Reiser. Coach, thanks for being here. Exciting week for your club. Due to some weather, games got pushed back. It actually ended up playing 4 games in 3 days. It was a hectic week of baseball for your club.
It was, but again, it goes back to you never control Mother Nature, and that's the nature of the sport. You got to be able to adapt, and we did. And I thought, we did a good job of playing 4 games in 3 days.
Coach, we're going to take a look as you took on LSU on Thursday night. LSU right now ranked number 2 in the country. The game was supposed to be Wednesday, gets pushed to Thursday. It was cold. It was windy. Before we get to those highlights, really just a challenge, not only physically but mentally for your club to play in those conditions. Yeah,
it started out kind of on Wednesday a little bit, and there was a little confusion on moving the game time and between their administration and our administration, but we finally got it all worked out. We definitely made the right decision by going on Thursday for our kids from a standpoint of their safety to make sure that the field conditions were right for them. Again, you can't control the weather. It was definitely cold and definitely windy, but we were able to get some baseball in.
So Southeastern will take on LSU in a midweek contest on Thursday night. Here's the highlights. Coach, here we are Thursday night over in Baton Rouge, and I'll just say it. This was not baseball weather in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was pretty miserable all the way around from a weather standpoint, and to be honest with you, I think Paul would agree with me. It wasn't great baseball as well from a pitching, defense, kind of all-around standpoint. And, at the end of the day, you got to play the game and get it in, and the guys did compete.
Coach, you actually, in the first inning, started out pretty well. Actually put a run on the board in the top of the first.
Yeah, you saw Jacob Seward doing a good job doing what he does best. He put the ball on the ground and used his speed to get on there early. And then Julian Service has been swinging a hot bat, does a good job driving the ball backside. And gets him there to third base. We only managed to get one out of the inning. They get out of it, but end up getting a base knock here in the bottom half of the inning. Byers does a good job of expecting the guy to go to second base. We throw him out, and we have a 1-0 lead there at the end of the first.
So Lions lead at 1-0. Dominic Carlini was on the mound for Southeastern. He was so dominant his last time out against Tulane. In this one, here's a little soft contact here as it does a nice job getting out of those first couple of innings.
Yeah, the first 2 innings, I thought Dom did a pretty daggone good job, and then had some unfortunate balls fall in there. In the third inning, they walked the time run in, and then kind of the wheels came off for him. He started trying to do a little bit too much, and Dom and I had a good talk. He looked like his normal self first, 2.5 innings, and then all of a sudden, like I said again, the wheels kind of came off for him. We just can't get the right bounce. We see Seward there make a catch there in center field. Unfortunately, the call went against us there, and he said he trapped it.
Big call in the game right there as they get an extra opportunity, and they capitalize on it. But your team fights, comes back. I thought your team had a lot of character on this night.
Really did. We're down 7-1 after that inning. They're in the third inning, but told the guys we got a lot of baseball left, and this offense has scored a lot of runs. So let's just keep chipping away and see what we can do. And luckily enough, we did more than just chip away at it. We ended up scoring another 5 runs in the 5th inning there to get the ball game back to where it needed to be. And it was really good to see some guys swing the bat well. You see Ryan Byers draw a walk there, get a run in, and still a big moment. Still got the bases loaded and a lot of guys on base here in a 7-3 ball game. I think we end up getting a pass ball. Yep, there's a pass ball there that ends up scoring a run. And so now we got 2 guys in scoring position with Webb Bobo off the bat, who I pinched hit in the situation, been swinging a hot bat, and does a good job of coming in and getting a big knock there for us to score 2 more, and really gets right back in the ball game at 7-6.
Come all the way back from 7-1 to make it 7-6, and usually on a night, Coach, where you don't like swinging the bats because it's cold, you do a nice job offensively. Get another, here's a bases loaded walk to tie the ball game at 7. Just kept coming offensively.
Yeah, the guys did a good job. Wasn't the strike zone wasn't necessarily there for the guys from a standpoint. They're trying to figure it out all night for our staff and their staff as well, and they did a good job taking what they were given. And you see here, unfortunately, in the 8th inning, we had a double play ball that was botched. That they ended up getting a big knock right after and capitalizing and scoring the 2 runs to go ahead and win the ball game 9-8.
You go to the top of the 9th here. This is a bang play. I mean, he's safe there, but they called him out as Seward was absolutely robbed, and you go out there and have a disagreement with the umpire.
Yeah, this is about our 5th or 6th disagreement, not only on that night and previous series as well. And again, it doesn't come down to the umpires or the elements. It comes down to us. When we didn't play our best baseball that night, and I think Paul would agree, and we just come out on the wrong end of the deal.
Coach, really a kind of a game that went back and forth. It's a disappointing way to lose the game, but at one point you're down 7-1. So you come all the way back, just couldn't hold it, didn't make a play there, and they made the big play at the end.
Yeah, I think Paul would agree with me on it that it wasn't the cleanest of baseball games, wasn't the best of conditions, but I am proud of the guys. That, they got down 7-1 early and could have easily melted in, especially on a cold night like it was, and being in that atmosphere. But guys showed them some resilience. They came back, stormed all the way back. We took the lead there, and at the end of the day, we just got to execute a little bit more from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint to win a ball game like that.
The Lions would look to rebound on a weekend series against Northwestern from the Big Ten as they would come to the Pat for 3 games on Friday and Saturday because there would be no game on Sunday due to weather. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to get to those highlights right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get 9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com.
Lions Baseball is supported by Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction, located in SLU's hometown, Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auction.
For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter. Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Buddy's Bar and Grill. The Lions will be back in action on Friday night, another cold and windy night at the Pat as they took on Northwestern from the Big Ten on Friday night. Here's the highlights. Another chilly night on Friday night against Northwestern. Game got pushed back to 7 o'clock because they had some flight trouble getting in there. This was one of the best first pitches I saw. He had the glove and everything.
Yeah, he even took a selfie out there on the mound. It was definitely a first pitch for me, and to go along with it, to see Tate Ciano back out there on the mound on Friday night. His last 2 outings haven't been nearly what he's capable of. It was good to see Tate back out there rocking and rolling like he knows how to throw.
Big strike out there to end the top of the first inning, as you would get it going offensively in the first inning as well. Made a shake-up to the lineup. You started Ryan Byers at the leadoff position in this one. He played really well and really contributed at the top of the lineup. Yeah,
guy that started off right off the bat with the base knock, and this was huge for us to score early. After the tough loss on Thursday night, having to bounce back so quickly after such a tough loss. I thought last week we kind of got caught up in it on Friday and really kind of laid an egg against UTA. They did a good job of coming back out and really competing hard from the get-go against Northwestern. You see, we had the knocked in by Byers, and Service does a good job driving the ball the other way. Their Friday night guy was really, really good coming in. Had some control issues there in the first inning, and we did a good job of capitalizing on them.
Yeah, Magalonis is coming in. He's one of the preseason players to watch in the Big Ten, as a preseason candidate for Player of the Year in the Big Ten, and you were able to rough him up, especially early. And I know it's good when you have a guy like that to get on him early when he gives you some opportunities.
Yeah, you have to. Again, every opportunity, every run you can get, you see in college baseball, whether it's early or late, those runs come out to be big in the end. And we did a good job of scoring a couple runs. Had a chance here with base load again to score a couple more, but you got to tip your hat to him on Friday night. He did a good job of kind of saving them till further in the game.
Tate did a great job in this one, continuing to pound the zone as there's a play that would end the inning. Carson Kreitz steps on the bag, come back offensively, and get it going once again.
Yeah, Nico Kucha did a good job. Really proud of this young man. He had to catch 3 ball games in 24 hours and did a phenomenal job for us as a true freshman. And, really on Friday night, the thing that I was proud of, we really played execution baseball really, really well. You saw the bunt there, did a good job on the push bunt, getting the guy over. And everybody in the ballpark knew we were bunting, but it didn't matter. It was the location of the bunt, not the element of surprise.
The ground ball to Brooks Morris. Really been playing a good shortstop for you here early in the season.
Yeah, doing a phenomenal job, and again, just good to see Tate going back out there and dominating, getting guys out. And then we started Webb Bobo on Friday night after the big hit there on Thursday. I got him in the lineup, got him in the outfield, and misplayed a ball there and left, but he knocked in more than he let in, so to speak. Does a good job, come up there swinging the bat, and with a big RBI there for us to continue to score.
Here's another single by Nico Kucha down the right side, continuing to put pressure on those guys and just stayed on them. And then Ryan Byers would come through with the big 2-out, 2 RBI single.
Yeah, again, from an execution standpoint, the things that we preach, talking about productive at bats, and really preached 2-out RBIs. We had a ton of them on the night. Guys really stepped up there. And like I said, it was against a good arm. It wasn't just a slop guy. It was a guy that was on Friday night, and we put a lot of pressure on him from the get-go and kept it on him.
Brad Hoffman really got going really with this hit. It kind of finds a hole out there, and that would get him going for the whole weekend, as we'll see as other highlights from the weekend. But Hoffman had a nice series against Northwestern.
Yeah, really proud of Hoff. Kind of struggled to open a weekend. Started getting a couple hits there last week during the midweek, and really caught fire this weekend with Northwestern. And there you see Webb Bobo again come up with another big knock, knocking a couple more guys in. Really nice to see him swinging the bat as well.
Sometimes it's just your night. Maybe didn't hit the ball the hardest sometime, but it just was finding holes on this night.
That's it. That's us staying consistent and just keep trying to put pressure on them. And you see a nice play here with the bases loaded there with the 4-6-3 double play, but again, a productive at bat because we knocked in a run.
Brooks really hit that one on the screws, and then Kucha comes up and he starts the ball game 3 for 3.
Yeah, does a good job of getting another hit. I think all 3 of them with a matter of about a foot, about 6 inches apiece that he could have been out or safe on. And like you said, it was just that kind of night. We got the right bounces and made the right plays. Ball just stays in play here for Kevin Carr to make it. Again, when we come out the right energy, sometimes you make your breaks, and I felt like we did on Friday night.
Lions win it 10-5, pound out 17 hits against Northwestern. Coach, you get pushed back a little bit. Game's supposed to start at 6, starts at 7, a little later of a night, but your offense really responded, pounded out a lot of hits. And their Friday night guy, he had a lot of preseason pub. He's pitched very well here early in the year, and you guys really beat him around.
Yeah, very fortunate and very proud of the guys at the same time for us to bounce back out like we did after that loss to LSU. I thought last week we got caught up a little bit maybe with that tough loss to Tulane, and the guys did a good job of showing some resilience and bouncing back out, and getting that early lead was huge for us.
All right, well, let's go back out to Alumni Field and check out the Game 1 highlights from Saturday. Come back out for Saturday, and what a change it had been from Thursday and Friday. An absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Jake Johnson on the mound, and he has been special to start this season.
Yeah, he really has, and had another really good outing for us. Got touched up a little bit, but did a good job of keeping us in the ball game until we get some things going offensively late. Got to tip your hat to their lefty as well. He struggled his first couple outings, but really pitched well against us, and kind of had a tight one early. You see Hoffman making a good play there defensively. We had to make some plays, and really all around a good ball game there on Saturday morning.
You would play 2 on Saturday. This is the first of a doubleheader because of the threat of rain on Sunday. Really had to be mentally tough on this one to play 2 ball games. And like you mentioned earlier, freshman catcher does a good job behind the plate, actually catching both of these ball games. Here's a single up the middle, and you have some trouble here first and second now in this inning, trying to mount a little comeback as you were behind.
Yeah, again, the lefty just did a good job of keeping us off balance early. 3-pitch mix for strikes, and gets us to pop out there at the end of the inning. But again, Jake Johnson goes right back out and gets a big double play ball there. Had bases loaded and nobody out, gets a double play ball and gets the strikeout to get out of the inning, and gives our offense a chance to get back on it. one of the few hit and runs we executed on the weekend. You know, again, it goes back to executing the offense, and we did a good job there, drive the ball back to the middle on a hit and run. Sets us up for a chance here. It's kind of an oddball play. Really thought Stewart should have been at third base, but you know, again, trying to put pressure on the defense. Gets the throw in there, and we got second and third to set up for the heroics here in the bottom of the 8th.
Here's Jacob Williams with a single through the left side, knocks in 2. You take the lead against Northwestern, and we're able to come out and finish it off here in the late innings.
Yeah, again, just a quality at bat. You know, we keep preaching about the 2-out RBIs, and allows us to turn over to freshman Max Scrolla, who did a phenomenal job. I thought we did a much better job this weekend coming out of the bullpen, throwing strikes, as he got the 3-inning win there.
And the Lions win it 6-4 as they take Game 2 and the series against Northwestern. Coach, it would kind of be a theme on Saturday in both games, but right here in Game 1, fall behind early, come back and win the game late.
Yeah, you know, both games on Saturday were down 3-0, and again, the guys are showing some resilience, you know, coming back there in the 8th inning, the big knock by Jacob Williams. Good to see him come off. You know, hasn't been a starting lineup for a whole lot, you know, with our injuries behind the dish. He's been kind of a reserve catcher, so got a chance to get him out there and get some starts, and him coming through that big knock from a senior standpoint was really good to see.
So the Lions would take the first 2 games of the series against Northwestern. They would wait 45 minutes and go right back out and play Game 3. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at that box score right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. Stay with us.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get 9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. The Lions would look to sweep Northwestern at home in Game 3. Let's check out the box score. Coach, some more heroics on Game 3. You come out and you sweep these guys, but it came down to the final out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Lions walk off with a win and a sweep of the series.
Yeah, you know, came out kind of lethargic. Maybe we were a little too excited about the win before. Maybe a little bit too emotional, and came out a little flat early. But the guys did a good job of showing some resilience and got down our last strike and our last out with nobody on base. We get a HBP, double by Seward, and then Ryan Byer sets up the heroics. You know, it goes back to it's not about doesn't matter what you've done all night. It matters about what you're doing for me now. And he has a big knock there, a 2-out RBI walk-off win.
Well, Coach, a big sweep against Northwestern, a team out of the Big Ten, came down here from Chicago. Had beautiful weather on Saturday. I want to ask you quickly about Ryan Byers, who got the game-winning hit. Made a little change to the lineup this weekend as he led off, and it came up big there in Game 3. Yeah,
you know, it was huge for us, and you know, Seward has struggled a little bit. We need to give him a little time off and maybe kind of give some more confidence there on the back end of the lineup. And Byers did a fantastic job stepping up for us. You know, had a rough game there going in Game 2, 3 strikeouts, messed up a bunch. He's over 4 in the night. But again, it goes back to resilience of the kids. They keep competing, and all of that didn't matter because when it came down at the end of the ball game, we needed a knock there at the end to win it, and he got the big knock for us.
All right, well, now it's time to take a look at our Lion profile of the week, and this week we're going to profile one of the Lions' new assistant coaches, Coach Brock Van Fosen.
Veteran college baseball coach Brock Van Fosen joins the Southeastern Louisiana baseball staff for the 2015 season after spending the last few years as a private instructor in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Van Fosen will instruct infielders, assist with hitting instruction and administrative duties, as well as serve as camp coordinator and be responsible for field maintenance at Pat Keneally Diamond at Alumni Field. And field maintenance is something the award winner takes very seriously.
You know, and it's been from years of experience. You know, I've been doing this stuff for 20 years. And, I mean, I won an award in '98 with it, you know, Diamond of the Year award. So I've got a lot of experience at it.
Van Fosen has an award-winning background in turf management, having spent time as a head groundskeeper for the Single-A Columbus Catfish, as well as an assistant in the Atlanta Braves field maintenance department.
And I was there for 5 years, and the head guy there is well known in the business. You know, he does a Super Bowl field every year. It's definitely, I mean, when you have 7 or 8 guys that are there full time, and then, you know, game day you got 20 other guys coming in, it's a little bit easier to pull the tarp.
Van Fosen is the first one at the ballpark every day, cutting the infield twice and the outfield once, as well as tending to the field, getting it ready for play.
I cut the infield twice, and then if I had a bigger mower, I'd probably cut the outfield twice every day. But the outfield, I only have time to cut it once, especially when you have like a 2 o'clock game. I just don't have much time because guys are there by 11:30 in the morning. So I cut the infield twice and then the outfield in the foul territory once.
A member of the coaching staff at Liberty from 2001 to 2002, Van Fosen helped the Flames to a pair of 30-plus win seasons and appearances in the Big South Conference tournament. Once Pat Keneally Diamond's ready for play, Van Fosen gets to go to work coaching baseball.
You know, I'll get in the dugout, and I like to do is I like to kind of keep up with the game, like what each batter's been doing. I stand beside Coach Gibb, you know, aligning the infielders.
And when the game is over, Brock readies the field for the next day, which starts again with him being the first one on the scene, tending to the field and getting it ready for some baseball.
Coach, we have a chance to meet Coach Brock Van Fosen there, and a coach from a year ago, Zach Zulli, actually before the season started, took a position, now a Major League Baseball scout for the Colorado Rockies. I know you wish him the best of luck, but you're able to bring Brock in, and this is a guy that's, you know, been a lot of places, has had a lot of experience, especially when it comes to working on the field.
Yeah, you know, Zulli did a fantastic job for us, and great to see it for him and his family. It was the right move for him. And their family from a financial standpoint to be supportive. So I had to make a change. You know, when you have success with young coaching staff, guys can get opportunities like that. And so we were able to go out and find Brock, and we were very, very fortunate to find Brock. A little bit older than us and has a little bit more maybe experience around the game a little bit, but also has a lot of experience around the field as well. And not only from a baseball standpoint, a lot of knowledge, but also from taking care of the field maintenance, which is a big part of our job as well.
All right, it's now time to take a look at our tip of the week here with Coach Matt Riser.
Hi, welcome to this week's Tip of the Week. To help us demonstrate this week's tip, we've got junior left-handed pitcher Dominic Carlini from Nesbitt, Mississippi by way of Northwest Mississippi Community College. This week's Tip of the Week will be a pickoff move by a left-handed pitcher. We've got 4 different moves we got on our left-handed pitchers. First one is for base runner is extended, lead at first base. We'll give our Jimmy pick, or our step pick is what we'll call it. He'll come set. If he sees him extended, all it is a simple step off the back of the rubber and a snap pick to the first base. We'll also go our slide pick. Well, our slide pick, usually guys will try to set us up for a straight steal by going off a high leg kick. So if they see us not go high leg kick, they'll try a straight steal. We'll mix this in every now and then, just give him a different move. So he'll go slide pick here. Again, he'll come set, won't go very high with the knee, just kind of a knee to knee, slide pick there to first base to show it a different move. Then we got our last part. If a guy's trying to read us, we'll go high leg kick here. Go ahead. He's gonna give him a regular move there to first base, high knee, yep, nice and easy. All right, give him a look there. And now he thinks he's got the move figured out. We'll go our balk move here. Again, the high leg kick and the balk move. Hang a little bit longer, kind of a little bit more towards the mound there or towards the plate, and then we'll pick him off the first base. Show one more time the difference between the regular move. Set him up, nice and easy, going straight to first base. You see the momentum stays back. And then we'll go our balk move here, a little bit more momentum towards the plate. You'll kind of look him off, and they're to first base. That's this week's Tip of the Week.
Coach, we see you with Dominic Carlini right there, and a very good left-handed pickoff move, and you got to have that if you're going to be a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I think it's if you don't have a very good move there as a left-handed pitcher, it's just simply because you don't work on it. And Dominic does a fantastic job of working on his move, you know, obviously from a pitch standpoint and PFP standpoint, but he works on his move constantly. And you can see the 4 different moves there. It helps him control the running game, and that's why we throw him in a lot of games where we have some aggressive teams.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scouting report for this week as Southland Conference play is already here. It's really hard to believe. Right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Ford Truck Month is here, and it's all about the numbers, people. Like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you. 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get 9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 on the 2014 F-150. The time is now. See your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. Well, Coach, it's hard to believe, but this weekend you already opened up Southland Conference play. You're going to go on the road to San Antonio, Texas to take on Incarnate Word. This is a club who is much improved. Their second year in the Southland Conference, and that's one thing about the Southland Conference with some of these expansions, Incarnate Word, Houston Baptist. These teams are over in Texas. You know, there's a lot of good players over there.
There really is, yeah. And, you know, they do a good job over there with their bunch. And I'm sure recruiting-wise, I think just looking at the report, they got a lot of junior college guys that transferred in. There's some good players. I think their Friday night guy, the main arm, is a junior college transfer that had a really good year last year at Angelina. So much improved Incarnate Word team, and it should be a good matchup, especially being over at their place.
Coach, then the following week on Tuesday night, you're going to make the short trip over to Mobile and take on South Alabama. This has become a nice rivalry between the two schools. Every year, Southeastern and South Alabama are on the schedule.
Yeah, well, you're talking about two regional teams. Both opponents have been in the regionals the last 2 years, and it's a good RPI builder for both, and helps our guys to get some experience, not only from a playing experience, but also from a competition experience. And those guys, especially the young ones, really need that, especially in the midweek. And you know, it'd be a good challenge for us to go over there and see if we can get a win.
Well, Coach, before I let you go, I got to ask you, as you head into conference play, I'm sure some of our fans are wondering, how do you feel right now about your club as you head into Southland Plumbers play? You
know, I think every coach does this a little bit. They kind of get the schedule, they look at it, try to break it down and see where they want to be, you know, going into conference or a certain point in time of the year. And looking at it, you know, we want to be, I was thinking probably 11-3, you know, if we're doing really well, 12-2 going into conference. I think we have a chance to be very close to that. You know, we've got some wins we should have. We got a couple of losses maybe that got in there that maybe should be in there. But overall, I think what you look at besides the record, because that's the result, you look at the process. And I think with the challenges we've been handed so far, I think the guys have done a good job of answering those challenges, have really matured as a ball club, and then they're obviously showing the right energy and the right passion and trying to play as hard as they possibly can.
So all 4 games this week are on the road, 3 in San Antonio and 1 over in Mobile. If you can't make the trip, make sure you tune in to the Voice of Lion Baseball Damon Sunday on KSLU 90.9 on the Southeastern Sports Network. Or you can also follow your Lions on Lionsports.net with all of the live stats in all different ways that you can follow your Lions, also on Twitter or Facebook. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. For Coach Matt Riser, I'm Alan Waddell. We'll see you next week on Inside Southeastern Baseball, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. See you next week.